Russian bases revealed by Google Maps satellites. Russia's military bases have been revealed in uncensored Google Maps images, amid claims they show fake jets to fool the West. The country's military shared high-quality images alleging to show Russian command posts near Murmansk, Kamchatka, and Kursk. Experts suggest Russia could be using Styrofoam MiG-31BM fighter jets to fool satellite cameras. Russia has previously admitted to using fake tanks and fighter jets, as pictured here. Credit, TV as Vista. The Ninox test site where secret Burevestnik missiles and a nuclear power plant. Credit, Google. The revealing images show docked Russian warships, including the nuclear-powered missile cruiser called Peter the Great. Credit, Google. In the Twitter post, the Ukraine's military claimed the images, which show Russian launchers, intercontinental ballistic missile mines, command posts and secret landfills, were newly uncensored by Google. But the tech firm has insisted the shots were always available. A Google spokesperson said, "We haven't made any blurring changes to our satellite imagery in Russia." Russian media later claimed images display the Admiral Kuznetsov aircraft carrier, a nuclear weapons store near Murmansk, submarines in the Far East peninsula of Kamchatka, and a military airbase in the western city of Kursk. It comes as experts claim Russia could be using decoy aircraft to fool the Western satellites. Long-range imagery shows what appears to be Styrofoam fighter jets being disassembled at the Lipetsk military airport in Russia, prompting claims Moscow could be trying to inflate their true size of their air force. Justin Bronk, a Russian air defense expert from RUSI, a think tank, told The Sun Online using highly realistic inflatable decoys was a well-established tactic within the Russian armed forces. Decoy aircraft, surface-to-air missile systems and other vehicles are commonly employed by Russian forces to obscure the movements and deployed numbers of real assets. And in wartime the hope is it attracts scarce long-range missiles which would otherwise be used to strike real targets. On the aircraft at Lipetsk Airport, he said, "One thing to note is that the MiG-31BM interceptors in that picture can be disassembled for repairs or maintenance like any other aircraft, and so the picture of the wings and tail surfaces detached on some of the aircraft does not prove per se that they are not real. However, it would be slightly odd to be doing such intensive maintenance or repairs in the open on the hard stands rather than in a hangar. It wouldn't be the first time Russia has tried to mask its real firepower." Images from Russian state-run media revealed a decoy army of inflatable tanks, missiles and fighter jets to trick the West. Putin's decoys, which can inflate within minutes, were seen in woods close to the capital city Moscow last year. The Admiral Flota Sovetskogo Soyuza Kuznetsov, a Russian aircraft carrier, was pictured on Google Maps. Credit, Google. The high-res pics are said to show Russian command posts near Murmansk, Kamchatka and Kursk. Credit, Google. Among the armory is what looks like a MiG-31 and Su-27 fighters under the cover of an anti-aircraft missile system at a mock-covert airfield in the forest. The images of Russia's bases came as Putin's forces hit more than 300 Ukrainian military targets overnight in the first major missile strike in weeks. Vladimir Putin's forces claim to have hit fuel depots, warehouses and other vital infrastructure in eastern Ukraine, killing 6 people. The Kremlin was seeking revenge for the embarrassing sinking of its flagship Moskva by Ukrainian troops over the weekend. Images have emerged of the warship in flames and sinking in the Black Sea after being hit Ukrainian missiles. And last night, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said the long-feared battle for the Donbas is finally underway. Explosions were heard along the entire front as Putin launched a major new offensive to seize control of the east. Ukrainian outlets reported a series of explosions in Kharkiv, Nikolaev and in the suburbs of Donetsk. Videos on social media appeared to show a blitz on towns as anti-aircraft fire lit up the night sky. Zelensky's comments follow warnings from other senior officials that Russia has begun its assault on the eastern region on Monday. In a video address he said, "We can now confirm that Russian troops have begun the battle for the Donbas, which they have been preparing for a long time. A large part of the Russian army is now dedicated to this offensive." The satellite imagery appears to show missile silos like those at the Iskander base. Credit, Google. The brave Ukrainian leader refused to be cowed by the latest Russian attack, saying, "No matter how many Russian soldiers are brought here, we will fight." Zelensky's chief of staff said the assault on the Donbas marked the start of the second phase of the war. Ukraine claims the images were newly uncensored by Google, purporting to show Russia's nuclear subfleet in Kamchatka credit, Google. The images also showed an ICBM complex credit, Google. The Google pics show Russian command posts credit, Google. The 1295th Central Base which is used for the storage of Russian armored vehicles credit, Google.